Hello, friends. Hello, loyal audience, fans, haters, dictators, detractors, worms, human beings. You're all welcome. I am a equal opportunity host here, blogger, webcaster. So I thought I had finished on that Alien movie, but I got a couple of items to explain. This should be a very short video. I did hear listen to commentary on Alien by Ridley Scott, not Ripley, but Ridley. That's the director. In one instance, he lied straight to your face. In other instance, he tried to mislead you. I'm not accusing the guy of things here. Everybody that I meet out of the movie world, they have fictions, they hide things. I don't want to say any more on that. But here's what he said. Give me a second. So here, as I explained earlier, because the egg on the poster is upside down, right? And then it's that for one, which is really all over the place, right? I mean, a lot of you know what that is, like the hidden one from 1984, blah, blah. So this is 4 and 1, right? But what he said was, I commented on those droplets or, the fluid or the slime or whatever it is, rising upward here. I mean, it kind of defies gravity, right? Let me show you. As you can see there, right? Now, what he said was he had to turn the camera upside down, right? To show that the droplets or the fluid is going against the gravity. If you look closely, right, that's not the case. I mean, just imagine it like I do. If you turn the camera upside down, it will not reverse the gravity itself, meaningly the droplets will still go down, right? Right? Down to the direction of the gravity. And here, if you look closely, give me a second. If you look closely, I don't want to make like explain this for more than what it is, but I see a face, right? There's an eye here, there's an eye here, and there's something like what resembles a nose here, and there's a forehead. Yeah, I mean, that may be a coincidence. It's a possibility. I don't know. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, anyways, so that's what he said. What he said is that these droplets here are, as I explained it, rising forward because this whole setup is in space and it's upside down, as they show the egg on the poster. So when he said he had to turn the camera upside down, that will not reverse the gravity or the direction of gravity where those droplets are actually falling upward. If he reversed the camera, right, he must reverse or turn the egg itself 180 degrees to show that the drops could be a typical typing mistake. I don't know. Well, we're gonna ask him, right? So at any rate, the next thing I want to explain is really the Necronomicon. So this movie, all the monsters are based on the Necronomicon, and that actually gives me a hint that they really are talking about Hagar and the Arabs. Why? Because the Necronomicon itself, I don't know if I explained that earlier, right? In one of my other other videos on commentary on this here. But in here, right, the Necronomicon as I explained to you, a book was produced by Abdul Hazarid, or what's called Mad Arab, right? So they're definitely talking about Hagar as lamb. Arabs eat sheep and goat and so on. And Necronomicon, which is really a horrible book. My advice to you is don't go there. There is no proof that it was produced back then and so on. Anyways, and there are other books as well, like The Son of Knowledge, Shamsul Ma'arif, or and so on, Al-Azif, whatnot, like just don't go there. Trust me on that. Uh, you may never re-emerge back. It's like entering a cave that you cannot come out from, right? You lose your way into a cave or something like that, and then like a maze, you will not be able to come or re-emerge from, right? Uh, Anyways, so as you can see, now point number 2, let me go there. Here, I think he said that the hiding personality here, that's that. He said it's Geiger holding the light. I assure you, this is not Geiger. I am looking at the head. I'm looking at the hair. I'm looking at so and so on. This is definitely Lambert. I can see that, right? Now, this particular fact is supported by a deleted scene. One of the deleted scene is showing after the alien basically kills, supposedly kills Hare and Parker. It shows Hare completely naked walking away after the fact, right? So at least from that we know she's still alive, and I assure you this is Lambert. I assure you this is Lambert. This is not Geiger. Let's try that again. Maybe we can get the, there you go. So this is definitely not, or somebody, all right? And we know from the deleted scene that Lambert survived the slaughter by the alien. Who took revenge on Parker because of Ash, right? Because he burned Ash, so he now basically cuts him apart, right? Anyways, okay, so that's that. I think I explained this as well and called it Gold Digger or Gold Dust Woman, right? Gold Dust Woman. That's what it really is. Gold Dust Woman. If you want to listen to Fleetwood Mac, Gold Dust Woman, that will take your throne. And you know, I don't want to play the song now, but you can play it. You know, Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac or Stevie Nicks, right? So that's Hairs, right? I think, I don't know. I think that this here is what is called Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 steps, right? 6 steps. I think that's what it is. I think that's what they mean by Jacob's ladder, you know, going up into heavens now. And then you got your sixes, right? I don't know. Maybe 12 of them? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to count here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here. So there are 4 stars. I don't know what 4 by 6 means, you know, 24. I don't know. Anyways, but this I do believe now it's Jacob's ladder is really a stairway to heaven, right? You know that song, right? She's buying a stairway to heaven. Could that be the explanation to it? Highly likely, but maybe I am missing something here. So the CO2, I don't know. Here you cannot tell it is CO2 unless Ridley told you so, right? Or the script told you so. But CO2 usually meaningly they're choking everybody to death. No more effing oxygen for you, goyims. Yeah. So here, you know, I told you these flexible conduits look like control channels and so on, revelation and hidden pathways to channel money and instructions and whatnot, and control, mainly control. As I explained, when she put the helmet on, it was from the back. It was like Neo's and the Matrix. You know, that thing they insert in the back of the head and they receive instruction or get transformed into something else, right? But here it looks like more like small intestines sometimes. So here there's something going on. As you can see, flashing blue and yellow and red and so on. So there's battle, there's activities, battle going on. The blues are now preparing the scene for exploding everybody else. Get it? Do you catch my drift here? Yeah. But here I have a very important point to make, and this will be something like very important, really. 2 of them. Okay. Why the cat? You know, the cat, like I said, is really Sarah, is giving birth to a cat, or raising a cat, or growing a cat, or whatnot, right? This guy, this cat, Muchi here, or Mia, right? Because we don't know. I think uh, uh, their gender is not known, right? In the movie, at least, uh, right? Why the cat? I mean, it just hit me. As I told you about the last scene, it was a cat mating ritual, but why a cat? Well, let's see. So here, Sarah or Ripley is really raising a predator. A cat is a predator. If you observe a cat or know them, or a cat hobbyist, or things of the sort, right? You will know things about them. Although they're cute and hairy monsters, and they finagled their way into our lives and owned us. And while we think they're our pets, we're really their pets. But if you observe them in nature, especially those small cats, all cats, and they're ruthless toward anybody else, even toward their own kind. They're like predator. They just kill without mercy, and they torment, especially those house cats. They torment their prey. Like if a house cat catches a prey such as a mouse or a rat or a bird or something, they don't kill them right away. They toy with them, they play with them, and they like torment them, and they have a pleasure of tormenting their prey and their target and their victims, right? That's why Sarah is really raising someone of that personality. It's a person, but it's the personality of the cat. You understand? Is it her child? That's what I am thinking, right? Because toward the end, she acquires the seed by way of, like trapping. So here, the plan of trapping the big xenomorph as a cat is really what's going on here. There's a plot going on, right? Uh, so these guys drink milk, right? Maybe these are the Arabs. Why? Because they don't drink alcohol. I don't know, but let's see. You see, as I explained, the hand is like that of the alien, right? So she is like something similar to alien, right? Right. And I explained that this is maybe a coincidence, but it looks like as if a face looking at her and the cat as well, right? However, as you can see, the fingers are like those of the xenomorph toward the end, But the cat, right? She is raising a predator, is what I am saying. And also a cat, like very keen on its food and meat and so on. So you can raise a tiger and he'll be like fawning to you and playing with you and all that behavior, right? But if you put during the time of his food or feeding time, and there's meat, right? No matter who you are to him, if you come close to the meat, he will immediately start growling and go into an offensive mood. So possession as well as predation, as well as tormenting the others, that here signifies a personality to me. That's what Sarah is raising, right? And as you can see, the face and the eye, like across the hand, right? Okay, that here could be a coincidence, but definitely I am 100% correct on the cat. All right, let's move to the last point here today. Here, Ripley definitely knows that she trapped him. How did she trap him? I think when she brought the cat in here, right, and then burned Lambert and the seed which she carried or which she has by now, they're off from the alien, right? She knew that the alien would have no choice but to go in here. Why? Because he wants to propagate his seed, right? And then the cat, she prepared the cat, right? And now she is, as you can see, she has him cornered, and she knows that. So she's preparing the scene, similar to a cat, if you will. The scenario here, or the gist of the cat mating ritual, is what they do to extract a seed from certain someone, and they throw them out in space after they, it's the way I see it. Those goyims like me, like like xenomorph, what they do is suck the juice and throw away the shell, if you will, similar to clam, right? You know, when you go to a seafood restaurant, you eat clams, you know, you eat the clam itself, but then you throw away the shell, right? So what happens here uh, is something that confirms what I was talking about in one of the videos. So if you look at the internal mechanics and structure of the belief of Ripley and so on, and they're really talking about, they think that God or Allah is really a devil or something of the sort, right? He lives in the seven heavens and whatnot. I said could be David, you know, to replace him, or you know, or this could be what the Arabs term as Dajjal, or Antichrist, if you will, something equivalent to Antichrist, right? So now that's what I think it is. And now she's hiding among people now. He cannot, although he could probably see her, but he cannot tell. You know, she's trying to hide her nature as one-eyed monster. You see what I'm saying here? A demonic entity, right? And maybe the shadow here says something about it, right? So that's what it is. And here's my other point, right? Okay, now Ridley called the weapons, instead of a gun, called it harpoon, right? So, which is true. And she's still one-eyed monster. She and her two helpers holding the hatchets, right? I don't know who the other two are. I think we saw their names. Maybe, you know, when she put on the spacesuit, there were a couple of suits and there were 3 hatchets which disappeared. And that's what they're gonna hatchet the guy. His xenomorph into pieces, right? Uh, so here was the last time, right? I don't know what that is. I think that's the cat's. That's the cat's cage. Okay, here Ridley called this harpoon. It really never hit me as a harpoon. Why? Because in the ancient days they used to have arrow and bow that were metallic. You shoot them like a gun, right? But now it makes sense, harpoon, right? But the harpoon is used for whales, right? And that's when I explained when the breach happened, you know, that after the face hugger and during the supper, right? Cain went into a spasm and the xenomorph emerged out of its chest, right? Right? And I explained to you that it was a sperm whale, right? A sperm whale. So the gist of it is that xenomorph, which is this one, is a sperm donor, right? And then he's very powerful. The novel Moby Dick is really centers around the same concepts. You know, the white whale is really that guy upstairs, Allah or God, and that's him here, right? The xenomorph. And now the harpoon confirms what I told you about it earlier, that that creature or xenomorph that broke out or breached out of Cain's chest is really a sperm whale, right? I mean, it's a sperm whale. So you see the notion here, the sperm whale, sperm donor, and then he's to be killed, and you know, and same thing as Moby Dick, right? Now here, this here, like I say, this is Sarah, but not the Sarah, wife of Abraham, right? I thought that the wife of Abraham, which is the fossilized Ripley. Remember, they called her the engineer or whatever, right? This one here is another one that supposedly is gonna win the fight, right? And then acquire the seed, and then push God, and then go to 7 heavens by David or whatnot, right? And I showed you that at the end this really means Zion. But that's really, when he called it a harpoon, it confirmed my assumption or fact about the xenomorph being a sperm whale. And again, you will see a lot of Nietzsche here, you will see a lot of 1984, a lot of Moby Dick, all these iconic novels and movies, and you know, to a big degree, they center and hover around the same set of beliefs, right? Or elements of one belief or dogma, right? These guys do have vivid imaginations, a little bit twisted or a lot twisted, but they imagine things and they take them in to their into their heart, right? As reality. So, like I said, and now I want to say something about the Necronomicon. Like I said, the Necronomicon is talking about Arabia, right? Especially Yemen, right? The southwest of Arabia. The word Yemen is fairly new, not really new, like hundreds of years old, but way before that, it wasn't called Yemen, right? Two, in the movie, and if you watch my commentary on the movie, Space Odyssey, 2001 Snake Odyssey or Space Odyssey, I explained about the leopard, right? The leopard then was either Allah or probably Muhammad, right? He was like preying on, he was preying or victimizing the monkeys. And according to their belief, everybody is a monkey. Especially here, cats do eat other animals, and other animals are human beings as well. You see how they segregate and they separate humanity into different classes and so on. So that's what it is. The cat and here and the leopard in Space Odyssey, right? Uh, uh, she is giving birth to a leopard, I mean, to a cat, right? And the cat eat other animals. In this situation, other humans that are considered animals, right? Talking monkeys and goyim, like myself, I'm proud of being goyim and talking monkey and stuff like that, right? But there's so much I can talk about here. But the concept of the cat and the concept of the harpoon, when he called it harpoon, I watched a clip yesterday that was published yesterday about him commenting on a movie. When he called it a harpoon, I was right there on the spot, bullseye. When I called the xenomorph a sperm whale, right, in a previous video, number 3 or 4, something of the sort, right? And the cat, of course, the concept of a cat is well known, and then here we're talking a cat being a human being, maybe David, I don't know, or somebody else, they probably know, Dajjal, maybe, right? And then he eats other animals or humans, right? Like here they're kind of working out some concept, like it's okay for you to do so and so with so and so, but not with so and so. Yeah, like these are Talmudic concepts, right? They're illustrated right here. But when Ridley said that this was Geiger, that was not Geiger, right? I mean, the deleted scene of Lambert walking away naked, all naked after the attack by the xenomorph, it's very obvious. It proves what I said, right? You just have to search for deleted scene and then you can see that one, right? Also, the reversing or turning the camera upside down. Guess what? Just keep thinking about it. Reversing the camera upside down doesn't reverse gravity itself. The droplets should also flow down, but they were flowing up because we're talking space and then where there is no gravity, right? Or something of the sort. Anyways, like I said, I mean, I don't believe there's anything per chance here or just a coincidence or lighting or anything else. All that is designed and if I wanna focus more and add more videos, I'll probably put 30 more hours as well here. All right. Well, have a nice day, and this is it for this one. I am I am sure I will not make any more videos on Alien, and I'm gonna move on to Shutter Island. And just to give you a heads up, Shutter Island is really the United States, right? Shutter Island is the United States, and who would be Leonardo DiCaprio? We'll see about that, right? Also, I want to bring to your attention about you know what? I may want to make a different movie, a different video on that one. Have a nice day. Bye bye now.